Let me look like I'm doing something.
Alright. Yes. Look like you're doing something. Okay. Welcome guys to our new podcast. This is the Mud Hut. I am Jordan/JP. This is
Hunter.
Insert name here.
Yes.
Insert name here.
I'm Maverick, by the way. I didn't get a cool insert name here thing. I'm kind of jealous. That's fine though.
And this is our new podcast, the Mud Hut. To be honest, I don't know why it's called the Mud Hut.
You don't even know the origins.
I missed the meeting. I'm sorry.
You did miss the meeting. Okay. The reason why it's called the Mud Hut is because we live in a tiny house. Me and Hunter, we are roommates. And it is always muddy because of one reason. You would think it's because of rain, because we got a lot of rain in Texas. But no.
See, that's the reason why I thought it was called the Mud Hut, because when it rains, there's a lot of mud.
There is. There's a lot of mud.
It's always muddy.
It's always muddy. It really is. But the reason why it's always muddy, we could be in a drought, but there's a house right up the hill, his parents' house, and whenever they use the toilet, we're downhill.
No. It's just gray water. It's
I
fine.
don't
It's
believe-
gray water. It's washing machine and sink.
And toilet.
It's not toilet. It's
I have
shower
shoes that
water.
are now brown, not gray.
I don't know.
Exactly. So the Mud Hut is the Mud Hut because, like I said, even if we're in the drought, it is always muddy. New shoes, you need like a Walmart sack just to walk outside. It is stupid.
True.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, thanks for updating me.
You're welcome. Now you know.
Yes, now you know. Why are we doing this podcast? Question. What? You all know that the coronavirus is rampant. We're bored.
And we're quarantined inside this house. We all, like,
We don't know what to do.
when we got the memo, we're sitting here and like, crap. George's like, I don't even live here, but I'm stuck here.
We are breaking all the rules for you.
No, we're 6 feet
6
apart.
feet apart.
Are you sure?
Yeah, German.
Yeah. See?
Now we got our Germex.
Yeah, we ain't breaking no rules, man. We are for this. But speaking of boredom, that is let's be honest, that is the whole reason why this podcast has started. Boredom during the quarantine virus. But I want to tell you how I've been, I guess, doing better at the boredom. Because I'm not an introvert, you know. I'm not an introvert at all.
Because see, I am.
Yeah,
and the
you are.
quarantine life, that is my life.
And that's not me, no. I get real antsy. I'm like, man, what can I do? What can I do? And so, got a Nintendo Switch. They're awesome.
Good.
Great way to kill time, all this stuff. Except they weren't for me. I would play video games and all this stuff. And like, look at my watch. I'm like, man, 30 minutes has passed by. I feel like I played this game for hours until the greatest game I might have had. I came across my Switch. It is $12, not a sponsor. The Duck Game.
Duck game.
The Duck Game is great. In case you don't know what the Duck Game is, it is ducks shooting each other. And a little you can say like
It's compared to like Mario Smash Bros.
yeah,
A little bit.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's fair.
Except it's not.
Yeah,
Except it's not.
It's not.
It's a little
But,
more
like,
simpler. There's 3 buttons?
3 buttons.
Jump.
And a taunt button.
So there's 4. There's 4. Jump, shoot, grab, and taunt. And that's the perfect game for me. And when I first played it, I kid you not, I looked at my watch, I'm like, 4 hours have gone by, and was I done?
No.
No, I was not done.
No.
You best believe I was raging and screaming and throwing everything. So that's how I kill time, but I know a lot of people, they don't have Nintendo Switches. Like JP was telling me.
They're sold out. Like at this time, they're sold out Nintendo Switches.
Yeah, we seriously got the last one at Walmart. Like, and the Nintendo Switch Lite, which I didn't know what it was for, but they're like, the Nintendo Switch last one, she just put it out.
Wow. What do you know? The virus hits and everyone's buying toilet paper and
Nintendo Switches.
Just a necessity.
Yeah. Mario Party was actually still in the game. It was the only Nintendo Switch game in the thing because it's garbage.
Like I said.
It's like at Texas, all the sweet tea's gone, but you can find like the unsweet
Unsweet
tea
tea
is
there.
still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mario Party.
Yeah,
Don't buy it. Not a sponsor still. But I figured the people who don't have Nintendo Switches because they're sold out at Walmart, I came up with 5 ways that they could kill the boredom. Now I feel like that would kill a lot of time. My first one is going fishing or hunting.
You know, That's kind of funny because Chloe's brothers they went fishing the other day, and I think that's actually a really good thing to do right now because you're so far away from people, and you're just out there alone in the water.
These are all indoor activities. So when I'm talking about fishing,
how are you gonna fish indoors?
let me tell you, I feel like I'm in a scene on TV, like you're fishing indoors. No, if you have a fish at home, you grab a fish tank, you put it in the middle of the living room, you grab your little fishing poles, and you try to fish your own fish. And you try to...
I'm sure they're not out of aquariums at Petco or something. I think.
Yeah, you can get it.
They're a necessity.
As long as you're there before 8 o'clock's like the curfew. Yeah, it's a necessity. I promise.
Yeah. Oh, I need a fish, sir.
But I don't have a fish. We don't have a fish. So I'm more in the hunting aspect of it.
Yeah. For sure.
What you can do. Two things to camouflage yourself because I think camouflage is half the fun. You can go full camo. I'm talking paint your face green or black.
Never go full camo.
Never go. If anything, I learned from Tropic Thunder. Never go full camo. Thank you. Sanitary. But
thank you, JP.
I'm saying like no, go full camo, paint your face black, get all the camo you have, ghillie suit, or you camo yourself with stuff around the house. You put a lampshade on your head, you stay in the corner, boom, you're a lamp. You get behind the couch, you are the couch.
And then you're playing prop game.
And then you're playing prop hunt.
That's
and then your roommate is going to the kitchen to grab his 17th Dr. Pepper because he has all the time in the world, and then boom, you shoot him. Round the Nerf gun, point to you. Hunting just became a sport again in a world where there are no sports.
How do you think of these things?
I have a lot of time.
We have a lot of time.
Okay. I'm not feeling like y'all want that one, so I got a second one.
Okay.
All right.
And I think if we're really going to talk about quarantine, there's only one man who does quarantine right. The man, the myth, the legend. You know him, you love him, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
Little napkin, penny.
Chip and Penny. He was singing songs, being as happy as can be indoors. You know, I can't sing.
We're doing it right. We're doing it right now. We got Germax and we got Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, we got Billy and Batman. Like, what more can you ask?
Oh man.
And so you could like play card games with your inanimate objects. You know, you could maybe Batman's a cheater. You know?
I don't know how Pee-wee does it, but he wins almost everything.
He wins everything.
Every time. He's always got the ace, bro. I don't know how.
Peely always does paper looking at my face.
Oh jeez, I hated every second of that.
Me too.
Okay, maybe third one. I have trick shots. You put in like a red Solo cup. Yeah, you and your roommate, you and your dad, you're sitting back there. Put it somewhere far. You're throwing ping pong balls or whatever you can find, paper wads, into this cup. Guaranteed at least 4 hours.
I know if I start that, I'll never be able to stop.
You'll never, because if you think about it, you get closer like, oh man,
yeah,
a little to the right.
Yeah, I can
adjust for the
I
wind.
can do better.
Yeah. I can do better. So in a world where sports are not, in it, you can be playing sports. We got hunting, we got fishing, we got, trick shots. But let's say you want to watch sports. You don't really want to play the sports. You're more in the watching aspect. Yeah. But then do I have the YouTube channel for you? I've already showed y'all this. Marble Olympics, not a sponsor, but you are hands down the greatest YouTube channel of all time. Yeah. Quote me on it.
I agree.
The videos are
entertaining.
Yeah, the videos are like 2 hours long, but when you have all the time in the world, like, why
What's
not?
2 hours?
And you get invested. Exhibit A. JP, what's your team?
My favorite team is the Hazers.
And mine is the O-Rangers. The 2019 Winter Olympics are out. 2-hour video. Watch it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And you'll be rooting. I'm an O-Ranger guy. Yeah. They have not done great, but
my boy Pinky got cheated.
Your boy Pinky got exactly. We are full on this. But probably one of my favorite ones. I did not come up with this. This was the dad out there. We're not dads, Well, are we dads?
What?
No, we're not dads, and so we don't have to answer the question of a little kid coming to us like, Dad, what are we gonna do today? Because we just want to sit and watch Marble Olympics, but our kids don't want to do this. No. So Zach thought of the perfect solution. He grabbed their old computer, like a legit computer, laptop, or not laptop, but like the monitor and all the stuff, and they took like baseball bats. They're like throwing it on the ground. And on the ground, and they're destroying this guitar. They're destroying this computer, and they're having a blast. It's a funny video, and then he goes, "All right, to kill time, put it back together.
That's insane.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax. But they were enjoying it. Like they were like, oh my goodness, this piece goes here. And they're like, no, Bethany, it doesn't. You just think so. If you didn't destroy it so much. And like, you know, they're like actually going like hardcore at it. And like, I think that dad wins Father of the Year. I know it's early, but I agree. Quarantine,
Three
you gotta
months
get
in,
creative.
he already won.
3 months in,
over.
he's already
Everybody
won.
else can just go home.
Yeah, so those are the ways that I come up with. But what are like, how have y'all defeated this boredom? I know I've been bored like no other.
I haven't been spending time smashing computers, but I have been playing a lot of tennis. That's my downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Or honestly, the quarantine life is my life. So I will stay in my house and just watch. I'm not that.
And you can do that, and you can just like watch like TV or.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a Switch too. What games do you play?
I'm a big fan of Mario Tennis Aces. I like playing.
So you play tennis, and then when you're not playing
I'm
tennis,
still playing
you're
tennis.
playing
Yes,
tennis.
I am playing
It
tennis.
is good.
It's
It's a good game.
It's a good game.
It's a good game.
I haven't played it. I played that game probably too much now.
Yeah.
New addiction.
Well, I've figured out really I don't have a hobby really because my only hobbies are I like to hang out with my friends and I like to play football, but we can't do either one of those things anymore. So as Maverick told me, I need to pick up a new hobby.
You should.
And
How have you done?
so I've been taking breaks from doing homework because I have a ton apparently. And yeah, we love Grayson online.
Go Harvard on the hill.
Yeah. So I've been taking breaks, and it's been actually, I hate running, but I've started going on runs now, and I've been taking like 2-mile runs, and it's actually been really soothing, and I actually liked it a lot. But
No.
don't expect me to start eating healthy because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Don't even ask me.
No, you
It won't
should.
happen.
You're doing homework. You're drinking, Dr. Peppers.
Dr. Pepper,
You're
eating my ice
Dr. Pop. Sorry,
You're
no
running.
sponsor.
You're running. That's good enough, I think.
Yeah.
I can't run. I don't care how bored I get.
I don't want to come out of this quarantine looking like Ben Roethlisberger after he hurt himself.
You want to look like
I
Cam
want-
Newton, like
Cam Newton,
we're
jacked over there,
Oh,
I prefer not to run.
Yeah.
Me too.
I can't run. I can't do it. I could probably do biking a little more because it doesn't like hurt my feet. I don't like shoes. I wear Vans. You think you
Just ordered new tires for my bike, actually. Hopefully, we'll break it out sometime this week.
So you're starting with you started the week with no hobbies,
With no hobbies.
and now you're getting on
And I
two.
was just sitting on the couch, watching The Office and TikTok, whatever you
Grown
have.
man watching TikTok. You would never.
I mean, it just happens.
Does it?
Yes, it happens.
That's life.
I mean, that's life.
Well, see, I'm super jealous of like the running and the biking aspect of it. Like, I have expensive hobbies. I mean, it's super expensive. I golf. I know I golf. I'm alone on the course, so I can still do that. I'm 6 feet apart. But then also, like, in golf's crazy expensive. The golf balls I can go on and on, but no one wants to hear about it. I can bore you all to sleep. That's fine. But also drum, and that's another. And I'm trying to get like a new drum set, and I can't really flip because I don't want to like meet new people and get coughed on and die. But I can't find a drum set cheaper than like $300. I wish I was into running. It's like, hey, I want to do a hobby. Yeah, running's cheap. I want to do a
I
hobby.
actually practice social distancing on the golf course too because my ball is usually at all times 6 feet away from the hole. Never get it in, ever.
I love that.
It's kind of sad.
I do like it's golf related. I can't be
it's
upset about
kind
it.
of sad, but
It's golf related. I can't be upset. I promise you.
I know I'm hilarious.
Are you?
No.
Are you?
I'm actually reading some reports right here that say I'm not very funny at all. Actually.
See,
it's right there. Just send it.
the first thing I Googled, I typed in Hunter and it said not funny. Like
Yeah.
so, I mean,
Well, darn.
I do have a coronavirus joke though,
No.
but you probably won't get it until 2 weeks.
I hate it. Yeah. I gotta wash my hands from that joke.
Yeah.
All right.
It wasn't that bad. It was.
That was like Children of the Corn kind of corny.
That's almost Hunter level.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. You
Right.
like that, JP?
I don't.
Alright, so I got a funny story for you guys.
So it's not funny.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. So
Well,
you
I
know,
figure for the first episode, the best way to get to know somebody is through an embarrassing story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my funny story I have to tell you guys. You know I sleepwalk, I sleep talk. Sometimes I throw things in my sleep. So yeah,
We're roommates. I hear you all the time.
It's scary sometimes. And sometimes I do it when I'm awake just to mess with you. But
Please no, that's not true.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But like one time I was on, what was it? Probably like 4 or 5 years ago. We were on vacation in Pennsylvania, and we were staying in this cabin up kind of in the wooded area. So it's like.
Is that all Pennsylvania?
Yeah, pretty much. But it's all like super wooded. So it's nature everywhere, animals, and whatnot. We saw some deers and whatnot. Animals, yes.
No bats, right?
So at this point in time, Pokemon Go was really big, really big.
Dude, that was a while ago.
Yeah, so I woke up sleepwalking at the water tower of Pennsylvania resort that we were staying at because it was a Pokestop, and I had a remote control in my hand, and I was trying to spin it, and I was trying to get some items. I woke up because I stepped on a rock, and it woke me up, and I was wearing just my underwear. And it's the break of dawn. It's 5:50 in the morning, and the sun's starting to come up. And I'm walking back, and it's about a mile walk, and I see some deer, and I get like almost to the cabin, and the door of the cabin is open. I left the door of the cabin open, and there's a family of bears around the cabin, and I was terrified because I'm like, somebody could be out right now, see me in my
Were you awake at this point? Or were you
Wait, so there's a group of bears surrounding your cabin, and like, man, somebody could see me in my underwear.
Yeah, and they walk behind, and I'm like, man, I left the door open. They could have went and devoured my family.
Oh my goodness.
And so I walk in there, and nothing is out of order. My parents aren't up because it's 6 in the morning. And so I thought, you know what, the best thing to do right now would be to go back to sleep. So I tucked myself back in bed, shut and locked the door, and I went back to sleep.
Think about that court case.
And then I didn't tell anyone.
I accidentally let a family of bears eat his family.
What would be accidentally manslaughter while under the influence of sleeping?
Yes, that would be a very weird case. But it was definitely my weirdest story that I woke up and I actually like knew what was going on and why it was going on, and the dream that I had associated with it because I was playing Pokemon.
My two favorite things is the water tower was a Pokestop. You knew that.
Yeah. I knew that. I was there literally earlier yesterday.
Oh, so you're just retracing
I was retracing my steps.
Oh,
I walked a mile in my sleep with no shoes on and didn't wake up.
And then my second favorite thing is, I see a pack of bears around the house. Hope no one sees me in my underwear.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't shave.
Lesson learned: do not sleep around him. Because I will tell you, we went to a church camp one time. This is great.
Church camps are bad because you stay up late, and that's like what triggers your sleep talking.
I've slept with this guy.
Multiple times.
Rework. You slept near that guy.
Yeah, I slept next to him. That is a lot better.
Naked.
But we were in bunk bed. We weren't naked. We were in bunk beds, and I see this man. I wake up. I turn. I see this man on all fours. On his bed.
You're being a bear?
On his bed. And he's staring at the wall.
No.
I wish I could show you on this table, but I really can't.
Please don't. That might freak me out.
But he was looking at the wall. I was like, I didn't even want to bother you. Because I was afraid, like,
Yeah, when you say 100.
Yeah. I was afraid, like,
grab
on somewhere.
Start running up the wall, man.
Yeah, I was like, no. And then another night, I woke up face to face with him. Guess what he says to me? He says, "Want a sex?"
I turned about.
I don't know.
We got church camp?
You
I
needed Jesus. It was bad.
I questioned our friendship after that.
Okay. I feel bad. You're going through this all alone. We're kind of dogging on you. You do need Jesus. Get that fixed. I'll tell two quick embarrassing stories because they go hand in hand. So I don't drink Mountain Dew Code Red at all. The sight of it makes me laugh. I can't drink it whatsoever because I was about in the 4th grade hanging out with Danny Roberts, if you're watching, the story's about you.
Shout out to you, Danny.
Shout out to you, Danny
You're my
Roberts.
favorite, Danny.
You know exactly what story I'm about to tell. He goes,
Shame on you.
the audience needs to know. So we're in 4th grade. Like I said, I'm an expert, always outside. So we got done outside in the summer, blazing hot in Texas. I go outside. He goes, "Hey man, you want something to drink?" And I'm not big on water. Y'all know that. Never really happened. So he goes, "Yeah, I'm sorry." So he goes, "Oh, you want something to drink?" I was like, "I would love something because I got Mountain Dew Code Red." I go, "Man, I've never tried it before," which I haven't, never once. He hands me it. I drink. I open the cap. I take a drink. He goes, "Man,
Wow.
this tastes like urine."
Oh my god.
And he starts busting out laughing, and there's a reason why it tasted like urine. It's because it was urine. And he thought it'd be a funny prank. And you might be asking yourself, Maverick, why was that? Why do you know what urine tastes like?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
This is the second story.
What urine tastes like.
So this is many years, so that was 4th grade. When I was about 5 years old, I went to Kitty Campus, and it was during the summer, so each day we did something different. And on this particular day, we went roller skating, and it was the same day I learned how to roller skate. That day was thought I was getting pretty good at it, and I was like, "Hey, I really need to go to the bathroom." So I roller skate to the bathroom, thinking I'm good enough to stand still and go to the bathroom. And somehow, all the doors are closed. I'm in this brick old building, and y'all know what building I'm talking about. It's just brick. The Lord decided that a gust of wind should push me back. And I'm like, you know what you do in this case, like the cartoon, I'm trying to stay afloat. In the middle of peeing, by the way. And I end up falling on my back.
And
Stream coming up.
It's still going?
Yeah, I promise you.
Just cut it off.
I'm fine. It's going up and it's coming down. And I'm screaming for help. And instead of shutting my mouth and waiting till I'm done.
Oh my god.
And none of the teachers noticed. And they didn't come in to help me. And it just, sorry, Sub-Zero. I'm embarrassed.
Fatality.
And so that's why I know what urine tastes like. And I will always know what urine tastes like.
We hate to admit it, brother, but we've all been there.
We've all been there. Yeah. That was probably one of the worst days. I will remember both those days very vividly, and they go hand in hand.
I hope to never know what urine tastes like.
I hope not to ever, but I do know what dip tastes like. Because somebody had a dip can one time that was a Dr. Pepper can.
Oh, no.
And let me tell you, dip in a Dr. Pepper can looks exactly like Dr. Pepper.
Well, you don't look at it, it's a can.
No, it was clear. It was one of those clear Dr. Pepper bottles. And so I took it because it was right next to mine. And so I grabbed it because we were playing video games, so I didn't really know,
you're just grabbing it.
He's a good kid, okay?
And then it hit me.
He's a good
and then
kid.
it tasted very minty. And I was like,
when they put mint in Dr.
I went outside and I threw up for 10 minutes because it hit me this. At first I was like, mint. I was like, that's not bad. And then I was like, that's so bad.
It's like the slow motion,
it
Is
turned.
that dip flavor Dr. Pepper? No.
And then is there a second-hand story wow, why you knew?
How did you figure that out? There was a dip.
Because the person that was with me at the time was spitting dip. So I knew that it was there subconsciously, but I wasn't paying attention. I took a drink of it, and then it hit me, and I was like.
Well, it's their fault. I mean, there was a friend of mine, his brother, he was a lot older, he dipped, he's 20-something, and he would leave his dip cups all around, but his were never closed. His was glass, glass, I don't know how to describe glass.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And he'd spit in it, and we'd play slam dunk basketball in his room because they shared a room, and we'd knock dip over all on the white carpet. That carpet's not white at all, but it's their fault. It's the dip people's fault. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
And it's bad for your teeth.
That's why. Well, yeah, it's gross.
Yeah,
It's just gross.
It's gross, yeah. I agree.
So my turn, I guess, to give a story.
Your embarrassing story.
It's not really an embarrassing. Actually, I think I have too many ones. I think this really sums me up.
I have too many embarrassing
This really
stories.
sums me up. So this one is more not so much of an embarrassing story, but it's more of a that hurt story, or you're stupid for doing that story.
Okay, you do.
So I am notorious for injuring myself. So one day, someone threw a frisbee on top of this guy's barn. I decided to go retrieve it.
Like a dog. Thing needs to be added.
So I got up, got the frisbee, and I think to myself, I'm not gonna take the safe way down. I'm gonna jump off this barn.
And I will give you the benefit of the doubt. People are saying jump,
Yes.
jump.
Yeah, I told him not to do it on the record, to be fair.
I believe that. Your natural word
is a
I
good
told
friend.
him, JP,
I was
you
not.
won't
I was
make the
not.
jump. I told you won't make the jump.
And I was saying, no,
Zach,
you're fine.
Zach was yelling, no ball.
Yeah.
So
he had to do it.
So
Yeah.
I jumped.
Dog dare you.
So I jumped off, and it hurt. Yeah, I was like, because I used to jump off my tree, like in my old house. I used to have this tall tree. As a kid, I would just, if I ever climbed it, I would just jump off, and it would hurt my legs. But I would walk after that. I'd be like, oh,
Don't jump off a tree. Hurts my legs.
I was like, yeah, and I was like, oh, that hurt, but I'm still walking. I'm fine. But this time it was like, I hit the ground, and I was like, I was like, oof, and then I was like, that hurt. I was like, that hurt, but you know, it's
a little worse than the tree.
It's not like I broke a bone or anything. So I just went back into the barn, and I was like, this is.
But wait,
there's more.
This really hurts. So I was like, my foot's getting bigger too. So I was like, and I don't think I can fit in my shoe anymore. So I was like, so I limped all the way up to his house. I called my mom saying, Mom, I don't think I can't really walk. I was like, so I kind of jumped off his barn. So I'm gonna need you to come pick me up.
Oh man.
Long story short, I broke 3. Is it metatarsals?
Yes.
Toes? Yes.
Yeah.
I broke 3 metatarsals. Yes, toes. Layman terms.
Yeah.
And that was my first injury. Second injury.
There's more.
It gets a lot worse. I kind of a dummy. But it was so one night me, Drew, and Chris went to go longboarding. Right? Never longboarded.
You already know this is going.
Yeah, that's any great story. Never once.
Yeah, keep that in mind. So my friend Chris, we went to this large hill. They would just like to go down, and he was like, "Come on, let's just do this hill together. Just like we're best buddies. Let's go ride down this hill." I was like,
"We're best friends.
Come on, dude, we're best buddies, bro."
And I was like, "Yeah, Chris." I was like, "Let's do this." I was like, so we got up to the top of that hill, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Again, like there's a pattern on top of the barn. Maybe this isn't a good idea.
Yeah, I was like, this doesn't feel right. And then by the time I start actually thinking about it, I'm on the longboard. I start going down this hill. I'm like, I was like, okay, we're going. And then I was like,
going fast,
then we started going a little bit faster. I was like, okay,
I was already uncomfortable before.
I'm still standing. It's okay. And then we start going really fast, and to the point where longboards. I mean, he has told me about this, but if your trucks are not tight on a longboard, if you go to a certain speed, you will shake.
Oh no!
So
and they were not tight, were they, JP?
Not at all. Not at all. So we were going down this hill. I start to shake so bad. I was like, I'm about to die.
JP looks like a chihuahua with Parkinson's.
I have no
He's over there, and he's like.
I had to make a decision. I had to either let myself fall or try to bail. Both are not good.
Yeah, I was about to say,
both are not good.
You're overconfident right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a good idea.
So going 50 miles per hour, I decide to bail, which is like, it's no different from falling on my face.
Yeah. They're really, because how do you bail properly? You know, you never been
on So I think to put one foot on the ground and I get myself running running 50
miles an hour.
It's like Usain Bolt over here darting in front of them.
So I fall straight on my face, my shoulder, slid a solid 20 yards on pavement.
Cut him up pretty good.
And I stand up and I'm like, I say
That hurt.
Yes, exactly. I say, well, that hurt.
That didn't feel like the tree or the barn.
Obviously, it would hurt. So I said, oh, that hurt. I got up. I'm like, Chris was like, are you good? And he's like a physical therapist, so he was like telling me to like, can you raise your arms? Can you do this stuff? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I was like, it hurts a little bit. And then I put my hand on my shoulder, and I'm like, that does not feel right at all.
I've had this shoulder for like 20 years.
That's not supposed to stick out my skin like that. So I was like, Chris, I think we're gonna need to go to the hospital, man. He's like,
Yeah.
Why are you all at like an abandoned hospital?
So
Ironically, we were.
I actually get this call, and it wakes me up. And it's Drew, and he's calling me at 2 in the morning, and I'm like, why is Drew calling me at 2 in the morning? So I answer it. I humor him, right? Yeah. And
I humor him.
he says, dude, we're at the hospital right now. I was like, what? Why are you at the hospital right now? And he goes, well, JP broke his collarbone. And I'm like, what in the world? How did JP break? And he goes, he just fell off the longboard. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he hung up. And I was like, oh. I'm like, well, all right. So I guess I just went back to bed. I was like, what am I supposed to do?
Drew was really entertained by it. As a matter of fact, when I fell, the first thing he said, you want to know the first thing he said? I wish I would have caught that on video.
Oh, no.
He didn't say, are you okay?
No, not if you're good. No. Common courtesy is ask if they're okay. They say yes, you laugh.
Yeah.
You know, that's the common courtesy.
Yeah,
I don't know much about the
Naturally.
story. I was not there. I was not a part of it. The only thing I do know is like it was like right after you got your foot healed, right?
Yeah.
So like his parents hated him. Like,
So
no, just imagine.
You were going out celebrating that your foot was good.
Yeah, my foot's good. No, shoulder. Dang it. You gotta go back, and they're like JP again. Like it's the shoulder this time. I promise. No, it's fine.
The whole left side of my body has just ate it. Lesson behind the story: do not jump off of roofs and
Don't longboard.
Don't longboard.
Let's just say,
Moral of the story
well, what
is
good is
just-
a 20-year-old longboarding? You know,
Yeah,
like
I mean, the moral of the story is just be smart.
Don't
Just
be
be smart.
I like that. Don't be stupid.
Well,
Don't be stupid.
my papa, my dad's dad would always say, if you want to be dumb, you gotta be tough. I was not dumb. So I do want to talk about one thing: coronavirus.
Right.
How is it affecting? What are your thoughts? What are we doing?
Stupid. I think it's stupid. I don't know why, but people think that buying toilet paper is going to solve all their problems.
Well, see,
I didn't think it would be that big of a problem, but my dad and my mom were like, we cannot find any toilet paper. I'm like, oh shoot, this is
So
real.
now,
This is
now I
real.
have to just get in the shower and hope.
Oh, stop. No, that was gross. But no, it amazed me. That amazed me, though, because when I heard about toilet paper shortage, as soon as coronavirus broke, people were freaking out, and toilet paper was the first thing to go
Like,
that I heard.
Yeah.
And I looked at the side effects, because I didn't know nothing at this point. It really wasn't in the news. It just had, hey, coronavirus hit China, hit Italy, is now in America.
Yeah.
Didn't know much about it, so I'm like, okay, I'll start researching it. Diarrhea is not a side effect.
It's not.
What are you buying? 70 cases of 45 rolls of toilet paper boxes. You're balancing it out in Walmart. Gonna help you.
Yeah.
You're just gonna TP people's houses, like, stay inside.
Dude,
That
I
house
mean,
is worth
it's like,
millions of dollars.
That
it's like you watch
joke.
The Walking Dead and you think like these people aren't going around saying, "Oh, I need to poop. I need some toilet paper." They're looking for canned goods.
Yeah, they're looking
Well, they're
for-
worried about who banged their girlfriend or whatever. That's what they do. You know, like,
I mean, that's not wrong. I watched Zombieland. It's a romantic movie inside an actual problem.
Yeah, it is.
But that's not the. And they say free parking's like the best. My thing would be like the free toilet paper. You don't have to fight for toilet paper anymore. Whoops.
Winter just clumsy around here.
Yeah, my little cup pants don't have very deep pockets.
also, I'm really glad that China put the ban on wildlife market.
Yeah,
And I was
about
like,
time.
They're feeding people like snakes, bats, or
And that's
like
another thing.
anteaters. For
Yeah.
all we know.
Like, it amazes me, like, you know what I had for dinner the other day? Like, I'm like, I got a burger. You know, and like, they're like, I had a bat's head. Oh, I had Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Chill, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I do nothing about this.
That's so metal.
Yeah, so man, that's
like, what do you like? What compels someone to be like, I'm craving bats today?
I don't
Go.
know, man. I'm not Bear Grylls. You know, I don't want to just eat what I have. You know,
I wouldn't survive.
But I'm really glad that they like banned it. It's like I wonder how long it took them to realize that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like,
like, hey, this is not bad yet. You know, like they're like pushing it off.
I mean, it's
I
like
wonder
this
how-
is the
Yeah.
third time something bad like this happened.
I wonder when they're gonna realize how bad communism is. You know.
A couple more years.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy. Like, one, the buying toilet paper, they're out of stock. And it's so bad, in fact, like, side topic, that like, the people who, like, went crazy and nuts, you know, they're stocked up. But now it's, like, people, like, normal, like, people who didn't go insane, and they're like, it's my day to go grocery shopping. I gotta wake up at 4 in the morning just to wait at the doors.
Yes. Ironically, it's in the pandemic where I have the most food in my fridge.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, and it goes much more than that. You know, I'm sure they're doing it all over our town. You know, our county. They're doing online. You know, school, and you know, I work at a church with a lot of youth.
Online school, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
It's
No, you
changed
just
my
hate
whole.
school, dude.
It's changed my whole curriculum, man. Face to face is so much better.
Yeah, and like the high school students and even the college students. You know, like the seniors. You know, they're trying to figure out, like, I know our school, they've already rescheduled their graduation, their prom. I mean, nothing has ever been just this massive, especially in our lifetime. I could be 100% wrong, but in our lifetime, there's nothing that really is compared to. They're just canceling schools. We're about to get a curfew again, you know, to really, we're stuck in this mud. I mean, good
We're
news.
stuck in the mud.
We're stuck in the mud, you know.
That's just how it is.
But it's crazy. I mean,
It's life.
so what are your predictions? Like, how long do y'all think? I mean, you're professional.
I would say 3 weeks tops.
See,
3 weeks.
I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better. But realistically, I don't believe it's gonna last more than 4 weeks. I think it's just like it might not be the flu. It might not link like the flu. It might not be like the flu. But like if you look at the flu never really carries over into the summer. It goes away because the virus and the flu doesn't really like the heat. I don't know if the corona doesn't like the heat, but when it starts getting,
I mean, it's
hotter,
a good guess.
I mean, that corona might find its beach, but I mean, like, it's just like,
Hey, that's good.
I mean, it just, like, I don't know, it might go away.
Yeah, no,
Life will go
I
back.
agree. I think it's definitely. I think we're going to hit one more wave.
Yeah.
And the wave's not really pretty. I don't think so.
The problem is going to be economic fallout. People don't have jobs. Everyone's going to have to go through the process of rehiring. And so then you got the people searching for a job might not get a job again because it's going to flood back and everyone's isn't going to get their actual job back. Maybe. So you never know how these things are going to shake out.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy. Like I said, we're not prepared for it, which is kind of like a cool thing, because we plan our whole lives. Even kids at school, they're thinking, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna wake up, go to my job, and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
But something so crazy can happen that it just goes to show we don't have kind of control. And it's cool, it's scary. Don't get me wrong, it is scary. But I think having a sense of humor about it is good, and that's one thing. I work with kids. They have a sense of humor about it, like nobody's business.
Yeah.
They're making videos. I saw one, it's like how class of 2020 is going to graduate. They're sitting on their computer like, grab the diploma. For God's sake. And I think that's funny. I mean, you have a lot.
I mean, no one else is ever going to have that experience and say, hey, I did not go to school my senior year.
We graduated online.
We graduated online.
My
My mom took my picture while I was sitting at the computer,
It's framed in the living room. She's so proud.
She still made me wear a suit. No, it's crazy. So I do have one more thing. So I have a little Bible verse, and I kind of want to get your opinion on it, like during the times, because like I said, this is crazy. So it's Philippians 4 verse 6. Do not be anxious about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need, and thank Him for all that He has done. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, that verse is it's really, really, really hard to grasp when you're actually feeling those things. Because you're just it's really hard to remind yourself of that.
It's easier to say, oh yes, pray to God in a time when there isn't a panic. But when there is a panic, everyone's like, oh, I've lost my mind. I don't know what to do.
That reminds me, thank God in everything.
Yeah.
It's there are a lot of bad things that can happen to you, and it's thank God for everything. I was that's really hard to swallow. That's a really big pill to swallow.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, and I know everyone's really like struggling with like, don't be anxious. Like you said, I mean, in times of greatness, it's easy. Like, don't be anxious, guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, this time is filled with anxiety.
Yeah.
But I think we should just trust in God, and you don't need to worry about things that we can't even control. Like, I mean, what's the point of getting yourself all psyched up and worried about something that we can't even do anything? Just stay in your house.
Stay in your house. Don't eat
and
that.
wash your hands and don't touch your face.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah.
So I do have two cool things, and I think they're both really cool. First off, man, so I work at a church. Y'all know that now. I work at a church. One of the coolest things I see is, churches that are saying that they're like 20 years behind on the technology. Well, now they're forced to live stream and all this stuff. And our pastor said something really cool right before the live stream happened. He goes, man, it's hard to live stream because literally the airwaves are filled with gospels and people preaching and all that stuff. And I think that's cool. Also think another thing that's cool is the students. We're meeting on Zoom and on Hangouts. I know people in their work are doing the same thing. But I mean, it's also sad. But I think in the end it's gonna be great because every 5 seconds, like, oh man, I miss you, and then it'll be in the middle of the lesson, like, oh man, I miss your laugh, because they'll be laughing and having a good time, and it's sad, but I think it's gonna come out like they're not gonna take people for granted more than anyone else.
I think this is a big a gift actually, and shows people to be more grateful for what we have, because there's so much we've taken for granted, and just being with people and outside and
I take it for granted.
And eating inside McDonald's
and having toilet paper
and having toilet paper.
But I seriously take it for granted too. And then I think I want to hear y'all's thoughts on this. I thought about this the other day. In a time where I deal a lot with, like I said, with youth. In a time where sports was like their life. And a time where school was their life, and a time where work was their life, and a time where friends were their life, it's been taken away like that.
Yeah.
And I think God's kind of being like, am I first?
To truly find your identity in God now.
Yeah. And I think don't get me wrong, I think it's sad that part's getting taken away, but I do think out of this, if we play it right, I mean, even us, if we play it right, I think we'll be crushing it when stuff opens back up,
Yeah,
for sure,
stuff like that. So I wanted to get y'all's opinion on that because I know it's kind of a touchy topic. It's like, how can we pray to God and thank God in the middle of like
a pandemic?
This craziness.
Yeah.
Amen.
Let's go.
Amen.
Oh man.
All right. There is one thing. One thing we need to do is we need to shout out another person about to start a podcast. Y'all know her. Y'all love her. She's great. She's really smart. Her name is Emma Aiken, and her podcast is Enrich. Enrich, R-I-C-H. You can follow her on Instagram, enrich.podcast, and you should be able to find her. She's going to launch TBD. She was going to launch in May, and she's going to bring people on, interview them, and
it's going to be great.
It really is. It's going to be great. So follow our Instagram.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be bigger than us. But I mean,
going to have so many more followers.
Yeah. So definitely go follow her, enrich.podcast. She'll let you know when she's going to do her podcast. And hopefully one day we'll get on her podcast, maybe as guests, and we can get her on because she's crazy smart, super funny. So what else?
I think final thoughts.
I think that's a wrap.
May your hearts be muddy.
Alright, wash your hands, sanitize, don't take all the toilet paper, please.
Drink plenty of water.
Melt us toilet paper if you do take too much.
And if you happen to find our page, like, comment, share,
subscribe,
and suggest topics for us to talk about.
Yeah, please comment.
Talk about a certain thing, let us know.
If you tell us you hate it, I'll say thank you.
I mean, I feel like we've done a good job.
Yeah, I'll say stay muddy,
Yeah.
homie. I will come up with a better term for the mud rats.
Yeah.
That's probably really bad to say. The mud subscribers.
I think we'll end it there.